Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Bandy Kiki, the unapologetic African lesbian and entrepreneur. Today I am going to be sharing tips on how to successfully slide into a lesbian's DM. Now, sliding into a DM is an art and it can be very daunting, whether you're sliding in for friendship or for a relationship. And what you say and don't say can also be the reason why you get a reply or don't get a reply. But don't worry, I have you covered. So my first tip on how to successfully slide into a DM is to first of all take note of that person's interest. Now, before you even think about messaging them, go through their page, their Instagram, their Facebook, their Twitter, their TikTok. Take note of their interest. For somebody like me, if you go through my Instagram, and you'd probably see things around LGBT movement or advocacy. You probably also see that I like white wine, and you'd also know that, or probably see that I am a foodie as well. So take note of this person's interest first, okay, before you slide into their DM. Now, my second tip on how to successfully slide into a DM is to then use this information you've gathered through, their feed to ask icebreaker questions. For example, you could ask them, what is your favorite meal? Or what's your favorite wine? Things like that. If you ask me something like that, I'll definitely reply. And my third tip on how to successfully slide into a DM is to please avoid sending hi as your first message. Okay? I know that some of you would argue that you want to say hi first, and before, when they reply, then you send them something a bit cute or a bit no, please don't do that. You're not going to get a reply. Or I don't know, people might be a bit different from me, but I tell you what, there's so many highs, hellos in my DM that I haven't replied to. I like a message that's elaborate. I like something. Ask me a question, like give me something to work with. I like solid conversations. I'm very bad in small talk. Obviously, not everyone is like me, but I'm just simply saying that to increase your chances of getting a reply, please avoid saying hi. Again, like I said, go through her feed, find out what her interests are, use icebreaker questions, okay? Ask icebreaker questions, and avoid saying hi as the first message before saying something, like waiting for her to reply before you say something. Just go in. Ask that question, okay? And you definitely get a reply. So my fourth tip on how to successfully slide into a lesbian's DM is to avoid asking for private information early. Okay, you can't send me a message and I say you're a complete stranger, remember, and you send something about what sort of food do you like, and I reply, and then next thing you're asking for my number. People are very weird about that. I don't know for others, but the people that I spoke to before filming this video don't like that as well. So try to gain a bit of trust first before you ask for their number, because if you ask for their number earlier on and they say no, it might create a weird energy between you guys. So get to chat a little bit, and then can we move this to WhatsApp, or can we move this to text? Get to know them a little bit through that platform, because believe you me, if you can't have a decent conversation on Instagram Messenger or on Facebook Messenger, then that person giving you their number is not going to change anything. Well, that's my analysis. If we can't have a good conversation on Facebook, I don't think I want to give you my number in the first place. And believe you me, if you ask me earlier on, it's going to make me feel weird. Okay? My fifth tip on how to successfully slide into a lesbian's DM is to make sure this person is part of the community. Now, I am saying this to people who live in countries where there are anti-LGBTQ laws and where there's a lot of violence against members of the LGBT plus community. I have seen this gone wrong in so many ways. I do post a lot of content around the LGBTQ community on my Facebook, and sometimes people come there and they're very friendly and all happy, but they're not all that friendly. I have seen one of these people from my comment section posting messages of other lesbians, DMing them saying that, I don't know why you guys would think I'm a lesbian. Stop DMing me. But under my post, they give the impression that they are part of the not that they're part of the community, but they give the impression that they're queer friendly. Okay, so make sure you don't out yourself in somebody's DM. Now you can always go to platforms where you have like hookup pages. There are quite a few of them on Instagram. Every now and then I do that on my TikTok. I used to do that on my Instagram as well. Maybe I might bring it back, I don't know. Yeah, so go on there, make sure that the person is part of the community, or the person seems like they would welcome something like that, okay, before you slide into their DM. Please don't out yourself. It can end really badly. Okay, so my tip on how to successfully slide into a lesbian's DM is to reply one of their Instagram or Facebook stories. And you can do this by asking for more information on what they posted on their story, or simply adding more information, or sharing your own part of or what you think, sharing what you think about what they posted on their story. It's a good way of just going in there, and having a conversation. I mean, if you get a reply as well, that's really good, isn't it? But make sure you're as elaborate as possible. You can't just say, oh, nice, or things like that. Be elaborate, share, add value, or ask for value. It always works. So the 7th tip on how to successfully slide into a lesbian's DM is to ask them for tips. It works every time. Okay, I mean, it's not the most romantic thing to do, but if, for example, if you come to me and you ask me things around Kiki, how can I get help, or where do I go to meet other lesbians, what platforms do I have access to as an African lesbian, I'll be very much willing to help. And you can use that to create other conversations. It works, believe you me, it works most of the time. But yeah, and the last tip on how to slide into a DM is to be straightforward. Okay, that's to be honest with you, this is a tip that works well for me. And when it doesn't work for me, because I'm a very straightforward person, when it doesn't work for me, I'm like, maybe that person is not the right person for me then. So I'm that sort of girl that will just hit you up and be like, yeah, I like you, even though it's been a very long time that I have been in DMs. But yes, be straightforward, be yourself, and just tell her, I like you. Can I take you out for a drink? Can I take you out for a meal? Can I take you out for coffee? Can I take you out for white wine? Or can we go for a walk? It can be anything. Just be straightforward, okay? Being honest and with yourself and with people is always a plus. So anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope it helps. Please don't forget, avoid saying hi to people. Hello, good morning, things like that. Waiting for them to reply before you say something. Just, use these tips. And if you have any other tips, if you're watching and have any other tips, please let us know through the comment section. And please don't forget to tell your friend, to tell a friend about this YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up, share, subscribe as well. Tell your friends to subscribe as well, because again, like I said before, this channel is for us, by us, well, by me, and you guys contributing via this comment section. But yeah, until next time, bye.